Hello guys, this is Hayden, and today I'll be looking at the 1/18 scale of the 2009 Nissan GTR V Spec. And as you can see, I had reviewed this already, but I didn't like how the previous video turned out, so I took that one down. Japan is a small nation, but it has some of the most competitive automotive industries around. First off, they have the big six manufacturers. Well, in going in no particular order: Nissan, Mitsubishi, Honda, Toyota, Mazda, and Subaru. And which company started it all? I believe Nissan again, because in 1989 they debuted the R32 Skyline GTR, which won numerous acclaims and awards from European, from States, or maybe not the States, but overall in the Asia area, and it had won races after races. And fast forward 16 years, wait, come on, 14 years, and you have the 2012 and going into the 2013 model year. The R35 still strives for better performance, while keeping the price relatively low of around 120,000 here. And the power figure is no ordinary, because it has received boost from 485, as aforementioned, to 542 horsepower, which is a lot. And it is very competitively priced against a lot of cars that have similar performance and lap times. Did I bore you guys too much? Maybe not. Okay, anyway, let's get to the scale model here. This is the AUTOart Millennium, and you can see it's in this simple display box, and it has captured a lot of dust in the past years. And at the bottom you see the official licensed product, and I don't think you could choke on this big car unless you dropped it and the parts kept falling out. And yeah, AUTOart has replicated a large collection of diecast models, this one being one of the many. I would like to go over it in terms of checkpoints. First off, you have very refined looking headlamps, plus taillights, which it feels as though there's individual LED lamps underneath the headlights, which is very impressive. The second checkpoint, you can tell it actually uses metal mesh instead of plastic painted with mesh through there. And the front spoiler, especially this part here, is very interesting, because on the inner lip there's under a carbon fiber weaving pattern, surrounded by a silver colored metal rim, and outside it's just a carbon color. It's very complex, and they had achieved it through masking, which is very nice. Second checkpoint, carbon ceramic disc brakes, and it's nice rims, 6-stroke alloy rims. The third checkpoint, have very refined looking carbon fiber spoiler, which is featured on the Spec V GTR. And next, let's go over the interior for a little bit. You can see the door, you can hardly find the actual gap or hinge for it. very nice, and I missed it the first time I looked at it. Actually, it has a seat belt there. Am I showing right? Yeah, right there. And the interior wise, it is actually a bit dull though, because it looks like a same mono color, but it has all the dials painted in, and they did some flocking for the carpet, and they got another piece which is very nice. You can see that's underneath trim, the side step, I suppose. Same thing to here. Can pick out some of the refiner details from the speedometer and so forth. And the hinges is another major checkpoint, because if you compare it to a Kyosho, they just have like a dog kind hinge, and this one is way complex, thus creating realism, and also replicated using a more complex and refined way. And the front, hang on. Underneath the hood lies the VR38D TT, the awesome twin turbo powered engine, making close to 485 horsepower. And you can see there's decals to replicate the engine oil covers and water covers. Just very nice. So there's a lot of depth to it, instead of just a plastic piece over covered up by the interior, which is very nice. And again, features a very complex hinge system. Hold this down, and you can see shots beautifully, very much. The shot lines are spot on. I think that's about it for the walkthrough. And wait, one last thing. Steering. So I didn't want to jerk around the inside one. It's very cool. I actually ran out of things to talk about, but the only dislike that I have about this model is actually its color, because as it rotates, you can probably pick up some fingerprints and dirt, and it's prominent on dark color models, though. And I hope you enjoyed this review. See you guys later.